Welcome guys. Today we'll be looking at the replay of DosMetros. He's playing the RU-251, the new tier 8 German scout. And he sent me this replay because he had a pretty nice match here. Well, the RU is, as you know, a little bit bigger than the 3090. You can see it next to him. And it is, well, not really one of those scouts we used to know. Like the 3090, it's pretty small. This one is pretty big compared to a 3090. It's like the E50M amongst mediums. He's getting shot from LTDB from somewhere. He did manage to spot a few guys. And what I find really interesting is that he is playing with chocolate, and his reload is 5 seconds. And that only for 240 average damage with 170 average penetration. And with heat gold shells, it's a bit more penetration, but I thought it would be a little bit bigger or better, also considering the size. If you really want a big gun on the scout, I suppose you will have to play the T49, the large cannon. So he's playing normal Erlenberg. Got two platoon mates with him. The 261 and the object are Spähpanzer 100. He's staying quite a lot in the back in the beginning of the match. On the left side is only so far spotted an E75 and an E100. Most of the enemy tanks are spotted on this side of the map. But with the introduction of the lights, the new lights, nothing much has changed so far, if you ask me, about the role of the lights. Most of the time you see lights do lots of damage, and also sometimes win battles because they have done lots of damage. Especially lots of good players also play tanks like these, because you're not really prime targets for most players, and you can still do quite a lot of damage. So I'm not really sure why I don't shoot the E100 anymore. I tried to go for the 5100. And in my opinion, I wouldn't have gone here, to be honest. Certainly not the Spähpanzer 100. I'm not sure why he's going there, but because at this stage it would have been a nice thing to do to go to the 1-2 line. E75 has been killed. There's a 5100 and E100. Apparently it's going not as good as DosMetros would have hoped. 5100 just finished off the E75 best team, and also the Spähpanzer 100 buddy got killed. So what he's doing right now is, in my opinion, risky. Because even though you might have some nice side shots, which at this point he doesn't have, you're also really not in a position to get away really easily, or to get some or receive some help from some team members. So here he goes. E50 comes towards him. He gets spotted really late for some reason. But he manages to take down E50 with 2 shots before he can take any more shots at DosMetros. Still has to watch out though. There's lots of guys everywhere, especially on the other side, because he's not paying attention, focusing too much on the 5100. He gets shot by the E50M, and it's looking really bad at the moment. There are 5 tanks behind. It's 5 versus 10. A lot has to happen before DosMetros can be really playing relaxing this game. So he's going around. He's finally going towards the other side, trying to help the KV4, who has been alone there for quite some time now. Also not really sure why he pushed. But it's a good thing, because he spots the 5100, who is trying to take a shot at the KV4, and DosMetros is just at the right moment, at the right place. And he moves down, goes behind the 3090, and the 3090 tries to drive away from the K4, who hits him. And of course it's an easy kill, but necessary one. The E100 has been killed a moment ago. So the K4 is just going that way. It's time for DosMetros to help the other side again. And he's doing a smart job here. He's going towards the middle. Now is the middle a really important place to be. And he's again lucky, because Betchet is coming towards him. And his reload is fast enough. And with some nice aiming, he takes down the Betchet before he can get to DosMetros. So the K4 basically scouted the T92 once again. And we now know that there's only a T92 on this side. There's still 5 guys on the other side. His platoon buddy 261 is trying to run away. E50M is trying to fight, hoping for some support. He's taking some tricky shots at the tire, but cannot hit them. He spots the 704, but also spots the or sees the T49. And unfortunately he misses. Didn't really have a good shot. And he's using the far zoom mod, so it's even harder to hit someone at that range. So E50M got killed, but the 261 is kinda safe right now. And the odds are a lot better right now. It's 2 versus 5. A moment ago it was 5 versus 10, at some point even worse. So as the 261 is moving to the other side, he will be able to support DosMetros in a moment, see the 704 coming and take him out. DosMetros is going to the north. He spots the T30, who luckily misses, and he can take the aim have a proper shot at the T30. Trying to make sure that T92 doesn't have a lead on him. He's going to spot him. His platoon buddy is still driving, but DosMetros is trying to again get away from the T92. Misses the E50M, which is unfortunate because he's a one-shot. And at this moment it's quite unsure what the T49 of the enemy is doing. Apparently not a good job, because otherwise he would have spotted DosMetros at some point. And there goes the E50M again, but he doesn't have enough view range to spot DosMetros, but the other way around happens. So there's the T49 and the 704. RT misses, he goes for the 704, which is one of the bigger threats here. 704 stood still, was aiming at DosMetros. Apparently the reload of the RU-521 is pretty fast. Or fast enough to just still take a shot at the target. So at this moment it's a 1-versus-1 situation. Who would have thought this would happen? So I'll just speed forward a little bit, because the T49 is also really low on HP. It's on the other side of the map right now. There's still 2.5 minutes on the timer remaining. And he goes forward trying to scout the T49. Spots him. He is a 2-shot for DosMetros, and DosMetros could be a 1-shot depending on which gun the T49 is using. If it's the big gun, he might have a huge problem. But T49 is not really paying attention that much. He was even looking kinda backwards for DosMetros. And they're kinda turning around each other right now. Trying to outsmart DosMetros, but DosMetros is not stupid. And somebody is making him aware that he has indeed the 90mm, so the big boom gun. But again, the T49 is looking the other way, and he doesn't have the gun ready, so DosMetros can take a shot at them. And he's so lucky that the T49 misses, and he just splashes a little bit, and he takes him out. So the battle screen, ace tanker for DosMetros. He also got Radley Walters for making 9 kills, and Top Gun of course. And for ×2 victory, he got more than 5k experience. Really nice. So what did he do? 4.4k damage. That's second best in the whole team. Only the E50M did better, but he did 4.4k damage. He's number 2 in the team damage wise, and he made 1711 base experience, which is insane. And yeah, like I said, sometimes nowadays you just have to even perform in light tanks, do lots of damage in order to try and win a game. Exactly what DosMetros did here. So he fired 33 times, he missed 6, and out of 27 direct hits he penetrated 23, enough for 4411 damage. he spotted 2 enemies only in the first spotting run, and after that he tried to stay a little bit in back so he could just snipe and yeah, deal out damage. And I have to admit, I do that as well when I play lights, just to make sure you contribute as much as you can to the team. I know it's not the role of the lights, and I honestly think that. But yeah, what is more annoying to lose a game because your heavies and mediums and all other types except for lights haven't contributed anything. So he did that. He damaged 12 enemies. He destroyed 9. Even has 1814 damage upon assisting. And because of that, he made 2566 experience with premium. And wow, just a really nice game, really sweet, well played. Some things I would have done a little bit differently, but in this case it just fell all together, fell apart altogether. So yeah, really nice job by DosMetros. And yeah, make sure you also watch my next few recordings, because those will highlight the WC 131 played by me, the T49 by Mr. Engineer, and another RU251 by Capro. And yes, those lights are popular. Haven't you subscribed to my channel yet? Then please do so, because you can really help me with that. And hope to see you around in my next videos.